everyone. Today I'm very excited because over at Nesting Haven, they've asked me to join in a new challenge. This challenge is called the Thrifted Trash to Treasure Challenge, and I'd like to show you what I came up with today. So on a recent trip to the thrift store, Savers, I found this really neat old picnic basket. It's in a little bit of bad condition. You can see that it's got some scuffing and some wear and tear, and it's supposed to be affixed on this side, but it's a little bit loose and wiggly. And then when you open it, you can see that there's been some damage in here where it's cracking and things. So I've looked it up, and its value for antique value is only about $14, and it's in such rough shape that I don't think that it would be worth saving and selling for collector's value. But I have a plan for it. Now I think in order to spruce it up, I'm going to paint it, but I wanted to not pick something that was too modern or too glittery or something like that to change the ultimate feel of the basket. It had these really great red stripes through it, so I wanted to get something that was complementary to that. And I decided I would go ahead and give chalk paint a try because I haven't done that before. So I picked up chalk paint in this nautical blue color, and this one is Imperial Red, and this one is Sheepskin. So I thought those were nice colors that would sort of stick with the feel and the timeline of the basket. So looking at the basket, I noticed there's some really cute decorative elements here. They have this braided rope here at the top. It has a diamond shape pattern, and then it has some trim down here at the bottom that's pretty damaged. I also want to make sure that the top is taken care of because it's really beat up. And then I also need to consider the handles here. Another issue this basket was having is that it had some fraying going on, so I'm going to take some E6000 and twist it and try and reattach it underneath this bracket where it's supposed to go. And I'm not very skilled in repairs, but I think that is a good deal better than it was before. I'm going to tape off around the rim, and then I'm going to give it a nice coat of the red. I haven't used chalk paint before, and I don't know if there's a special brush I'm supposed to be using, but I'm just using one of the brushes that I snagged from the kids' art shelf, and I'm just really trying to work the paint into all of the little cracks because there's all these little chips and divots that I'm trying to work it into. Alright, now I'm going to tape off and take care of this, this braided part. Now I wanted to be very careful going around the handles here. I didn't want to transfer any of the paint onto this little wood spot or onto the handle. Now I wanted to draw some attention to this diamond shape pattern, so I'm going to paint these slats white. So to paint this, I'm just taking my paintbrush and scooting it under the red weaving there, and then painting down the slat. Okay, next I'm going to be doing this outer diamond pattern with the blue. Okay, I've got the blue all done, but now I want to go back and add the red in these little triangles. The reason I decided to do the red last was so I can go back and touch up any of these little over spots here, and then on the red weaving I can go ahead and touch that up as well. I think there was a few places on the white where I need to touch up the red weaving, and then a few places on the blue where I need to touch up the red weaving, but it should go ahead and blend right into the red slats that I'm painting. Alright, I've got those all painted in, so I think it's safe to take off the tape, and you can see that I've just followed that weaving there to make a nice straight line. Okay, I'm going to paint this bottom portion here blue because I think blue is going to cover up all this damage the best, and as you can see it is pretty damaged there, so I want to use a nice dark color to hide all the scuffs and the breaks. Okay, my last step is to be finishing up this handle here, and I want to do it in blue again because this has the most of the wear and tear, and I think the blue is going to cover that the best. So here's the finished product. I think it turned out really nice. I do like the design there, and I think it really pops with the new colors. There's a inner triangle here that I left natural, so it'll kind of tie in with the rest of the basket. And I think I've got a little visitor, my neighbor's kitty's coming over to see what we've got going on. I think this turned out really great, and I'm happy with it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again soon.